Hi everyone, it's Caroline. Thanks for coming over today. It's so fun to visit with you. I'm doing my Hillside Heart Prompts. I don't have very many left, and I'm just going to go right ahead and choose 3. One. Two. And 3. Okay, what are they today? I have Nature, and this was donated by Kathy from Grace Cove Paper Studio. Nature. From Pam Vanny, I have Zenith. And from Pam Vanny again, I have apples. I have to look up what Zenith is because I just wrote down the meaning of Zenith. It is the time at which something is most powerful and successful. So that'll be interesting to see how I can translate that into my journal. I'm going to keep it. Actually, I'm going to put it up so I can see it. And let me find a page. I also have my a couple of my pamphlets or brochures that I gathered on our vacation. I might use some things from there. All right, let's see if I can find a blank page. I have one blank page. I'd like to do a double. What about this one? I'll do this one right here. Let's see if I can find something in here to glue on. Colorado Springs. What a beautiful, beautiful area in Colorado. Something here for a background. Oh, look at that. Lots of fun things here. Oh, look at that. That's fun. A coloring spot. I didn't even flip through this yet, so I'm flipping through it with you. Let's see. Search the area. I'll see if I can find something else. That would be fun too. I'm going to use my newly acquired newspaper, New York Times, and I think what I'll do is I was going to do some collage. I've already done a little bit of that, so I mean this will still be some collage on the page, but I'm going to just tear it in half. And did I want this one? I think I do. The latest ticket, this was about presidency, which is something that is most powerful and successful is when you become president. Cleveland renominated, it says here. And so I think what I'll do is I'll put this on here, so that can be part of that. And I'll use my glue stick. If I have to use my my tiny glue bottle for the edges, that'll be fine too. Grover Cleveland. This was, okay, the date, what was the date? It's on this side here. I'm going to put it on this side. It was June 7th, 1988. Okay, and then little scraps I'll keep for later. It's so damp because it's been raining all day. And I did turn the air conditioning on just to have, thank goodness we have it, because it was just so damp. And coming home from being in such a dry, arid climate in Colorado, you know, this is, I mean, I'm used to it because this is what I grew up with, but oh, do I like the dry. I like the dry climate. It's not very good for my skin, but I like it. Okay, and I have some really fun scraps. I still have some more of the newspaper left. This is going to have to be trimmed. I think I'll do that right now so I'm not distracted by it. Now down the center here, this is lifting, and I could glue it, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use washi tape. And I could use the bird one that I just received, but I think I'll use something a little smaller, a little thinner. And let's go with this. Free, wild and free, because we're talking about nature, we're talking about Zenith, and we're talking about apples. So apples are wild. You can have wild apple trees. I don't know if this will be thick enough. Might as well give it a try though. Well, and this is probably going to require some extra glue, but I'll try it like this for now. I want to try different things, different combinations. Yeah, that's good there. That's really good. Okay. So here's my base. So for nature, well, actually for apples, because I do have, I'm so glad I kept this, part of my seed and bulb catalogs, and I'm just looking here. I want to make sure. So I do have my apples right here. I'm going to just tear that. You just never know when you're going to need something fruit or apples. That's really fun. I don't know where I would have got them, because I don't have anything right now with apples. So these are pears. We don't need those. Okay, and I'm going to cut these out. I'm not going to keep them square. So that's, as you can see, I'm a little discombobulated because I don't want these letters on here. I don't necessarily want the palm that's holding the apple either. So I'll just fussy cut it. And what I'll do is I'll come back when these are all fussy cut. My apples are cut and I just placed them here. The other thing I've been thinking about, I've been looking at this page and it's renominated, so it's still part of the whole presidential race and winning, you know, to be the leader of a country. This happens to be the United States. For my country in Canada, we have the Prime Minister. I don't have anything about that, but I do have this magazine that I had been harvesting from, and this was Winning the War. And this is also a time at which something is most powerful and successful, is winning the war, which we did. Okay, I'm still thinking about what I'm going to put down for my my Zenith. And I think I'll just do a little collage on some of the photos that I have in my magazine, my Canada Remembers book. The nature part of this, of these prompts is also very powerful. I'm sure that the zenith part means, maybe it means humans or, you know, things in the world, but I think I can use the nature as the same because nature is all powerful. I'm going to put this here, like that. There are my apples. That's fun, which are also part of nature. It just all goes together, isn't that? It's awesome. And I mean, I have the word apple. I have two words, apple trees. How about I put apples and then I'll use the S from trees. I'll do that after. So something nature up here. Okay, I just took this part of the mountain range off of the one of the pages, and don't need a lot. For nature will be more than just these mountains. I had to take this back a little bit from my apples. Well, I suppose I could use something a little more exciting than that. I mean, it's very exciting to me, but let me try something else. What else do I have? I'm cutting out this part of the brochure, the magazine that was put out for Canada Remembers. This is all part of it. And it says, an arsenal for democracy. For every Canadian in uniform, there were 10 serving on the home front for victory in every way they could. Now, to me, that is very powerful. And successful. Just trying to make it so that it will fit on here. All for victory. Another thing I would like to put on here is this photo. And it is in 1940, the arrival in Montreal of a well-scrubbed group of British children evacuated to Canada for the duration. Wow, I think that's very powerful. And that is for success. Because without saving the children, well, we wouldn't be here. And I'm going to keep this page number 44 because I love numbers. I love doors, I love numbers, windows, you know, all those things. I think I'll make it a little bit better, a little neater. Oh yeah, the other thing I have, I'm all over the place, as usual. Well, the other thing I have is I made this yesterday, or no, a couple days ago when we got back. After I received my Happy Mail, and I made this tag card. It's going to be a pocket. And I thought this would be perfect for nature because it's a bear. And it'll help go with this. And it is, you know, wild and free. So I'm going to put this in here. I'll be covering up some of the apples, and that's okay. And I think I'll do that right now while I'm on it, thinking about it. Don't want to get the ears. And then I can use this as a pocket. I'll do some journaling, and I think that'll be perfect. So my apples here, that's okay. It's background. It all works with the layering. I don't want to cover up too much of the mountains. How about like that? Doesn't have to be thick. Let's do it right here. I really didn't think I would use the pocket this quick, but this is perfect. I think bears love apples too. I could be mistaken, but and then I'm going to put, you know, I'm going to put apples over here. Why not put it right there? Apples. Just put the S on. I don't know if that's the right way. It doesn't really matter. Let's just get it on there. That's the fun of this. Now I want to try, I always like to try putting in a piece of paper. Just make sure, yeah, that's perfect. I'll be able to do some journaling on there. So far I love it. I'm going to do a little bit of shadowing maybe underneath the apples, not at the moment. The number 44 has to go somewhere too. Maybe he's bear number 44. I don't know. And I love to do the edging, the distressing. Let's go like that. 44 apples. How about that? Oh, there's a number 43 too, which was the year my mom was born, but I'm going to do 44 because that's the first. Just going to do it right here. A little scrunchy. You don't have to do this, but I'm just using my little 20-year-old ink pad. Okay, so I thought I would do it this way. An Arsenal for Democracy. And then, you know, this shows a little bit of the presidential run, which is a most powerful and successful thing to do for a country, to be the president and our prime minister. Then I'm going to put these children because one of these children are, you know, leaders. And I'm going to do it like this. Let's see if I can, oh, I don't have to, like that. Just take off a little bit back here. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I will put this on. My eye already likes this because of the two blue corners, or the two blue sections. Not, you know, not thought of ahead, just the way it's turning out to be. And I want to put this description, so this could go here. The arrow's going the wrong way, but that doesn't matter. This is going to go over here. Yes. I just cut this paragraph into pieces so it could fit here. So now I'm going to start gluing it down. And the more I read this and think about it, oh, it's so powerful. It is so powerful. I have to remember here how it makes sense. I think I'm going to do a little bit of stenciling. So I'm just using my walnut stain. And let's just go over here. Why not? A little bit. How about over here? Can't even tell, really. That's fun. Love the mark making. I don't know why I want to use this white pen, but I do. So I'm going to do some more, some dots, paint dots. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. I have a wet wipe here. Let's get this off. Oh, there we go. After all, these are art pages. Do some on the print here, on the newsprint. The other thing I want to show you is I collected, well, all together with the children. This is a fossil, and the colors on here are amazing. Okay, so this was a piece of paper towel that I had in my stash. I just don't want to. And then there was, okay, so my grandson found, actually no, I did find this. This was a rested cap off of some bottle, a seasonal ale. I thought I would keep that. I'm not going to put it in this one here, but I found these in Nature. This is way too heavy, so that's also going to have to be somewhere else. But I do have this really shiny piece of mica. Oh, and I'll have to glue it after I'm done. My Stabilo, and I'm going to circle. This is part of the Zenith, the something at the time that something is most powerful and successful. So that's a presidency, and I'm going to circle that right there. And then I'm also going to use this to I think that's all I want to do here, because yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. Up here, I could do a little bit. A little bit of scruffiness. Further enhancing. And then I'm going to use this to do some journaling. And what I thought I would do is use this card. And then like that. Okay, so I had to go in there and put a piece of tape in because it was catching on the apples. So I have Zenith and I have Nature. Well, thank you very much, everyone, for coming over today. It is week 28 of the Hillside Heart Prompts, getting close to the end of my prompts, and my book is filling up. Today's words were nature, apples, and zenith, and I wrote the proper meaning of zenith, and it is the time at which something is most powerful and successful. For that, I had this the base of my my art page here was the New York Times, and I circled here. It was talking about the presidency. Grover Cleveland was renominated. So the presidency, or any leader of countries, is one of the most powerful and successful things to be. Another thing that's very powerful and successful and is victory in war. And so I took out some of my my cuttings from the Canada Remembers magazine. And here are some children that were evacuated from England that came to Canada for the duration of the war. I also had, what else did I have in here? So yes, and then here for every Canadian uniform, there were 10 serving on the home front, working for victory, as I said. So that was the thing for Zenith. The nature was my bear. He's in nature, and this was a journaling card that I had made a couple of days ago when we just got home, and I used some of my fun happy mail from Brenda, and I had this and this were in the same magazine that I brought home from our Colorado adventure. So here are some Colorado mountains that I cut out. So that's nature. Oh, and the other thing that was nature was this tiny piece of rock. It's flat. It was shaved off of a piece of rock, so I just glued that on there. That's also from nature. There we go. Apples. Thanks, everyone, for contributing the words. And I just put down what the words were. And I also did some my own thoughts and some gratitude journaling. So that was, I just made that into a little journaling spot. I'm so happy you're here. Have an amazing weekend. Be adventurous and stay fresh. I will see you in the next video. Bye for now, everyone.